continues. Today, we're talking about herbs that begin with the letter J. Joining us with more is Carol J. as in Joyce, the owner of White Buffalo Herbs. That's in Warwick. I'm loving this series, by the way.
I am too. Thank you very much.
And on mymassappeal.com has all the ones A through, and it will be J.
J today.
Now, let's talk J herbs. What do you want to start with?
All righty, we're going to start with Jack and the Pulpit. I didn't bring one in because they're endangered.
Oh, no.
And they're beautiful. They grow in the woods in very moist soil. Native Americans use them for asthma and bronchitis. But I didn't want to, I did send a picture in, so I'm sure they'll be on the site. But I didn't want to drag that in and I don't like picking things that have been endangered. Or
no, exactly. We don't want to, and if anything else, if you see it, you can replant it and try to propagate it.
Absolutely, and you can enjoy it, and take pictures of it, and then walk away.
Great point. Yeah, the picture, that'll last forever. Absolutely. What's next then? What do you want to talk about?
Jasmine. I got this at the farmer's market. It's a beautiful little plant.
It's a jasmine plant?
It's a jasmine plant.
I wonder if
needs to be inside in the winter.
Okay.
It won't grow here. But the flowers, they haven't quite opened up yet, are the part that you use for medicine and for enjoyment. You can take little flowers, little buds, put them in a teacup.
That's it?
That's it.
Now, is this
pour boiling water over that.
If you're trying to raise this as a plant, because this is annual or a perennial?
It's a perennial.
Okay, so but maybe
so it comes back every year.
But you bring it in the winter to make sure it's safe.
Yes, because it'll freeze to death in Massachusetts.
We don't want that. Yeah, you know, it's not a very tropical paradise we have here. But if you cut the flowers off,
all the flowers off, right?
Is that going to kill it?
No, you will get more flowers coming up on all the stems.
Oh, so it's a good thing to do.
Pour boiling water over, add a little bit of honey. It's supposed to be a love potion. And it's also, if you cut the leaves, that's used as an eye wash.
Oh, okay.
So jasmine's used for a lot of things. You can use the essential oil as well. Very good for your skin. And again, another love potion.
Yeah, we can't stop with these
love potions.
That's the best part about herbs. Who needs anything else? You got a whole lot of herbs. All right, let's move past this.
We're going to go right past that to one of my favorite odd herbs. This is Jimson weed, also known as datura. It'll grow 8 feet tall. It has these gorgeous purple flowers.
And what's it called again?
Jimson. Jimson weed.
Okay.
Do not grow this if you have kids in your home from 18 and younger, because the flowers are poisonous.
Okay.
The seeds traditionally have been used by shamans and witches to fly.
Okay.
So it's psychoactive.
You are not selling this plant right now.
I'm sorry, but it's very beautiful.
It is beautiful. That being said, don't grow this plant for your kids' sake.
I have a friend who watched a mouse eat one of the flowers and then just kind of like stagger around. So it's very quickly psychoactive.
Okay.
All right, so
be careful for this one. Maybe read a good book or something. grow a tomato plant.
Or do that and then the love potion. I don't know.
There we go. Yeah, or combine the whole thing. Just one fun night. Moving past it.
Moving past that, I'm going to tell you a quick one. Joe Pye weed that you showed at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous wild plant that grows about 8 or 9 feet tall, beautiful pink flowers. It's also known as gravel root, and it grows in gravelly, wet soil.
That's great.
It's great for kidney stones.
So we're looking at it right now, perennial or annual?
Perennial.
Okay, so you can grow it, it'll always come back. And you said how do you make it so that it's good for your kidney stones?
You use the flowers as a tea. Or you can use the root after you dry it.
This is all fascinating information. You know what I mean? Who's to know that A, you can use everything for everything, and B, it's also all a love potion, which is great.
Almost all.
Almost all.
Okay.
Unless it just makes you go nuts, like this one here.
Well, there you go. then we're going to do a little quick thing. I can use a, when you get bit by something and you're itchy, or if you get into poison ivy. Traditionally, people use this kind of sad-looking plant because I just picked it out of my friend Elaine's yard yesterday in Amherst. Thank you, Elaine. It's not big in my area yet. These are jewelweed plants.
Jewelweed, okay.
And the stem and the leaf is very juicy. So it grows near people's spigots, in shady areas.
Because it's water dependent.
Yes, it has gorgeous little orange flowers. It's actually an impatiens. It's very, very pretty.
We're looking at those gorgeous orange flowers right there. That's really nice.
So you just stuff it in a mortar and pestle if you have one.
That's that's worth the investment, I think.
I just think these are so cool.
It's
and you smush it like crazy. And when you're finished smushing it, you're going to have a real big schmooey mess. If you don't have
like aloe-esque kind of? Okay.
If you don't have a blender, which will make it very liquid, or a mortar and pestle, and you just got into poison ivy, just grab some, rub your fingers on it, and stick it right on. It dries out.
Seriously?
Yeah, it dries out.
It's like calamine lotion, but
yes,
en
but
natural.
natural.
Perfect. Thank you so much
All
for
right.
stopping by today. Oh, what's this? We're out of
last
time.
thing,
Last one?
juniper, don't forget, great for gin. It's what gin comes from.
All right, then.
And it's good for arthritis and gout.
I've learned
Okay.
a lot today. Carol, always a pleasure. You
Thank you
never,
very
also,
much.
you never cease to both excite and amaze here
Wow,
on Massive
well, I'm
Appeal.
so glad.
And
Thank you
remember,
for
if
having
you
me.
want all this hilarity online, follow the complete series, Herbs A to Z. I recommend you do it. Boy, is it a blast. MyMassappeal.com.